More than 1 in 5 US adults live with a mental illness. That's 59.3 million in 2022. Athletes may have an increased risk for developing mental health conditions. A 2019 study found that about 35% of elite athletes have a mental health concern. I was an athlete growing up.
My name is written in stars, and I will give everything, all that I have to the cause. Fight against evil, run through the pain, battle it all, this is more than a...
I maintained an active lifestyle. My story pushed me into a deep dive to understand my own mental health and how diet and exercise can impact it. I tried to exercise and clean up my diet, but I kept failing. You see, pregnancy changes your body and the recovery from it is different. Hormones have to rebalance. You're not simply just tearing down muscle fibers to rebuild them. Ligaments, muscles, skin all have to grow back together unlike ever before. For the first time in my life, I was not active. I slept more. I ate more. This was true even after my firstborn. By the time I regained motivation to return to a healthy lifestyle, I was pregnant with my second son, and the cycle continued. So stretched over a course of 3 years, 2 pregnancies with 8 months in between, I ate a poor diet that consisted of quick sources of energy: junk food, sweets, comfort foods, you name it. This was not to include the high levels of stress that I was under being pregnant with a toddler, a move across states, all during the pandemic. This difficulty stretched for another 3 years postpartum until I finally cracked the code. You've probably heard that your gut is your second brain. Gut bacteria are capable of producing substances that affect the cells in your body because some of those substances are similar or identical to substances that your own cells make.
Maintaining a healthy gut is important because it allows the esophagus, stomach, and intestines to work together, so we eat and digest food without discomfort. There are hundreds of species of bacteria in our gut called the gut microbiome. To promote the growth of good bacteria in your gut, eat whole grains, vegetables, legumes, fruits, nuts, garlic, sauerkraut, yogurt, kimchi, bone broth, and salmon.
So how can bacteria in the gut affect the brain? Substances made by bacteria in the gut can get into the blood, just like nutrients in the food travel from gut into our blood. Research in the past decade has found that gut bacteria may influence our emotions and cognitive abilities. Some bacteria create oxytocin, a hormone that our own body produces that encourages increased social behavior. Also, certain nerves connect the brain and the gut. Bacteria in the gut can send signals through those nerves to the brain. And finally, gut bacteria can stimulate immune system cells in the wall of the gut, and the immune cells can send signals through the nerves to the brain. Other bacteria make substances that cause depression and anxiety. Fiber-rich foods like fruits, vegetables, nuts, and whole grains can promote gut microbiome diversity and healthy gut microbiota. This may be important because some research has linked depression, anxiety, and mood disorders to an imbalance in gut microbiota. One study found that the Mediterranean diet can lead to changes in microbiome that may improve memory and cognitive function. I will be linking the benefits of the Mediterranean diet specifically to mental health. Here are some of those benefits. Brain health. The diet includes healthy fats, antioxidants, and other nutrients that may support brain health. Omega-3 fatty acids and monosaturated fatty acids that are found in fish and other foods have anti-inflammatory properties and may help reduce the risk of depression. This happens because these acids possess anti-inflammatory properties and support the brain. The Mediterranean diet also limits saturated fat and trans fat. You need some saturated fat, but only in small amounts. Trans fat has no health benefits. Both of these unhealthy fats can cause inflammation and release cytokines. Cytokines block neurotransmitters like serotonin, norepinephrine, and dopamine. Cytokine can also activate glutamate production, which is a chemical that activates cells. Overactivated cells is what leads to anxiety. A diet high in unsaturated fats and low in saturated fats promotes healthy blood sugar levels. High blood sugar is known to be linked with a negative mood, such as anger or sadness. Fiber found in vegetables and berries can reduce inflammation and nourish the gut. We'll talk a little bit more about inflammation in just a little bit. Also, fiber-rich foods like bananas, avocados, berries, and vegetables also improve your ability to absorb and digest more nutrients and enables us to build more muscle, burn fat, and have more energy. Now, before we talk about what that increased energy can be used for, let's talk briefly about inflammation. The way that inflammation impacts mental health is that it can cause neurotransmitter imbalance. Research suggests that inflammation may disrupt brain chemicals or neurotransmitters like serotonin, dopamine, all of which can lead to mood imbalances. Inflammation disrupts brain chemistry and can affect our emotional well-being. Inflammation can also impact brain structure, which can increase our risk for depression. Inflammation can also impact brain activity. It can alter what the brain foresees as a threat, which could cause irregulation for anxiety. We must know that we need inflammation in order to heal. Diet, lifestyle, and sleep can calm inflammation. It's not one thing. So here's what we can do to maintain healthy inflammation. Movement, not a sedentary lifestyle, adequate sleep. A healthy anti-inflammatory diet includes high quality produce, veggies, nuts, seeds, foods like red bell peppers, I don't know why that's so hard for me to say, have high anti-inflammatory properties. The last thing that I'll say about diet is the keto diet. It's been known to supercharge mitochondria, the very thing that's responsible for cell energy or producing cell energy. Earlier, I was talking about what we can use that energy for, which leads me to our next topic, my favorite topic, exercise and its impact on mental health. Remember earlier when we spoke about how nutrient-rich foods produce more energy and enables us to build more muscle? Remember when I mentioned that your body is a system? What if I told you that certain exercises can improve mental health? What if I told you that your body thrives off of movement? Here's a short list of what different exercises can do for your mental health or building your overall resilience. Squats can improve brain function, concentration, decision-making, and executive functioning. Squats can boost the mind-body connection. The up and down motion of a squat causes blood flow to flow from high to low, which can improve blood flow to the brain. Running can help reduce the brain's response to stress. It can improve sleep, which will improve your overall mood. Running can improve your working memory and focus. High-intensity interval training can effectively lower perceived stress due to the body's release of endorphins during intense exercise periods. Regular HIIT sessions can lead to improved mood states by stimulating the production of neurotransmitters like dopamine and serotonin. Studies have indicated that HIIT might be beneficial in managing symptoms of depression. Some research also suggests that HIIT could help alleviate anxiety symptoms by promoting relaxation and reduced overall stress. HIIT may also positively impact cognitive function, potentially improving memory and focus. The high-intensity bursts within HIIT are crucial for achieving the mental health benefits. Moderate exercise may increase the production of nighttime melatonin, thus improving internal sleep regulation and positively impacting sleep quality. When you contract your muscles, they secrete proteins into your bloodstream that make you resilient to stress and can protect you from depression. Scientists call them hope molecules. Your muscles manufacture hope molecules and antidepressants. The only way to get them into your bloodstream is you have to contract your muscles. It's like a pharmacy in your muscles, and anything that you do to contract them, you are dumping hope molecules into your bloodstream. They also help people recover from trauma. If your muscles can provide you the equivalent of an antidepressant, that's phenomenal. In order to thoroughly understand how exercise can impact mental health, we first have to understand chemicals and neurotransmitters that are released during exercise. There are two types, well, this would be four. There are two types of neurotransmitters: inhibitory transmitters, which prevent signals, versus excitatory neurotransmitters that promote action potential. At its basic level, exercise releases endorphins. That's a popular theory, but not much research supports that. Endorphins are inhibitory transmitters, which block other things from occurring, specifically pain signals. Other neurotransmitters are released during exercise, like serotonin, which helps regulate sleep-wake behavior, along with endocannabinoids, the runner's high. Research since the late 1980s found with physical exertion of large muscle groups and an increased heart rate that comes with exercise, found the brain increases norepinephrine, which is adrenaline in the brain. Norepinephrine is helpful to regulate the body's stress response. What this means is norepinephrine gives the body a chance to practice dealing with stress by forcing the body's physiological symptoms. The more sedentary that we get, the less efficient our bodies are in responding to stress. When you engage in strenuous physical activity, you essentially mimic the responses that can come from anxiety, allowing you to learn how to manage those responses and not be overwhelmed by them. Thank you so much for watching to the bitter end. If this video was helpful for you, be sure to drop this video a like, share it with anybody that you feel can benefit from it. And if you're into CrossFit, be sure to watch this video, or if you're new to my channel, here's another video that I recommend taking a look at. All right, guys, take care. Have a good one.